We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jones. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And this will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing Jones. This will be caught once again by Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Malik Neighbors, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Powers by at the 40. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their... Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. And down to the 16-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And it's caught. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jaden Daniels, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Walter Nolan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They will toss to Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing after the interception, Daniels eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air goes Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brown is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones, a final shot before break. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
An inside give, Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Able to slither by. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jones on the RPO, going to get it out to Neighbors. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They go play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Daniels looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him. And
this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Olave from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Daniels. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Daniels out to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half